And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Jesters is proud to present The Hobbit.
And those few brave elves who survived the fall of the great city of Gondor made their perilous way across high mountains and the falls of Thames Seer. But lo, suddenly before the lights of Balrog, blocking the way with his whip of flame. But Glorfindel leapt forward, and his golden armor gleamed in the moonlight, and he flew so fierce at the demon that it leapt on a great boulder, and Glorfindel after it. And the women and the children of the elves watched in terror, for the battle of Glorfindel and the Balrog was like thunder, fire, and the cracking of stone. They grappled in fury atop the mountain peak, till the Balrog shrieked with pain of Glorfindel's sword, and staggered, losing his footing. But the monster grabbed at Glorfindel as he fell, and the two swayed and toppled over the edge into the abyss.
The story gets kind of sad after that part. Wonderful old story, though. The fall of Gondolin. Oh, when I was a young hobbit, I used to picture myself with sword and spear, slashing my way through armies of orcs and Morgoth's servants. Question for the right. You know how it goes. But things and such don't happen here in the Shire. And with that, thank you. Name's Baggins. You can call me Bilbo. Welcome to Bag End. You're just in time for tea, and maybe, if you're lucky, you can stay for late second supper. I'll just look at the pantry. Though, stories and such for young ones, you know, they love it. But I would love it too. But I don't get time for adventure anymore. Though, it still would be nice to have an adventure of my own. Excellent! Don't have the faintest idea who it is, but whoever, it's my company! Good afternoon to you.
You have grown fatter since I saw you last.
Well, I should hope so. I'm no pauper, but you have the advantage on me. When is it you last saw me?
Some 30 years ago, I should hazard a guess. I hazard as well you have forgotten who I am.
You have me there, but once I know your name, I shall apologize grandly. You are...
Gandalf.
Gandalf the Wizard! Really? Well, I am mortified and I do apologize. How could I fail to recognize Gandalf the Wizard? Where have you been these past 30 years?
Wandering little earth, Mr. Baggins. On roads and not on roads, as is my profession.
Oh, I'm sure you've seen some things.
Indeed I have. I seem to remember when you were just a young hobbit, some 30 years ago, you had a taste for adventure.
I do, but I'm more inclined to listen over bread and tea. Won't you stay for late supper?
Delighted to. Though I am with a friend.
Invite him then?
You're very gracious, but in fact, it's not just one friend.
They're both welcome.
Nor just.
Room for all. Never let it be known that Bilbo Baggins turned away company.
Excellent. I knew I could count on your hospitality. Allow me to introduce Balin and Balin.
At your service. And at yours, gentlemen. Won't you please? We will. I want to take them right there. Thank you. Perhaps you would like to go to the dining room?
The dining room must be...
That's right, yes.
Thanks very much.
as you say.
And fine friends they are too. Allow me to introduce Owen and Glowin.
Very much your service.
And yours. Oh, won't you please?
We will. Dining room is
That way.
that, of course. Thanks.
Are all of them so...
They are. Let me further introduce
Those three. But before you know, down all that stuff, what are your names?
Entirely at your service.
And that's yours. Won't you please?
Dining room?
That way. They are very...
some.
Yes.
Allow me to introduce Dory.
At your service.
And yours. Won't you please?
Dining room.
That way.
And Ori.
At your service. Dining room. That way.
And Nori.
That way.
And Billy Keely.
That way.
And most especially, let me introduce Master Thorin Oakenshield.
At your service.
Yes, that way.
What is that for?
The dining room.
Just a minute. Gandalf and I have much to discuss. Can we sit here while you prepare the necessities for the hour?
Well, yes, of course. What do you mean by necessaries?
Will be fine.
Well, you'll have to ask them.
I feel like they would be hungry. Yes.
Pardon me, Mr. Baggins, but we've come a long way and are rather famished, if you don't mind.
Yes. What would you like?
Oh, nothing special. Just some pork pie, perhaps, and salad. Raspberry jam and types for me. Mince pies and cheese, if you got 'em.
Whole chicken and pickles and tea and ale, of course, that should do it.
Some eggs, please, if you could put them on.
Sure. This might take a little bit of while, considering there are several of you.
Well, of course, we'll lend a hand, won't we?
Of course.
I suppose.
Now carefully. You don't need to...
He's in the kitchen and Bible will find his china.
So this is your Mr. Bilbo Baggins.
It is.
Seems more like a grocer than a burglar to me.
He's gotten a bit thick round the middle, I grant you. But there's more to him than meets the eye.
The better be. What meets the eye is pathetic.
Well, your friends have very healthy appetites. How many? All 12, if you include Master Oakenshield. 13 and...
Don't say that number.
Sorry.
It's terribly unlucky. And a person of your profession ought to know better.
My profession? What's a profession?
Well, it's an occupation. You work and you get the job done.
Still don't know what that means.
Yeah, let's look at the map, shall we?
I'll go see if they need help.
Right. As I read it, there is a secret side door to the end, and as well as the main entrance. I think the side door will be your best entry.
Why should I use a side door to my own home?
To avoid getting eaten, perhaps, but
Self-hate is worse than death, you do realize.
true. And one of them is foolish pride.
What's
Mr. Baggins, could you put down the plates and join us? We've got much to discuss.
Very well. Of course, yes, very well.
Mr. Baggins, I'm a plain, straightforward dealer, and I don't bandy about words, so I'll get straight to the point.
Fine with me.
What you see here is a map of the Kingdom of Erebor, now known as the Lonely Mountain. My forefathers mined it out of the rock with their bare hands. I am the grandson of Fror, who was king under the mountain, and my father Freyne was king after that. But when I was just a boy, my inheritance was stolen from me by a dragon named Smaug. From the north he came. His fire burnt through buildings and men alike. Now I fled with only a few dwarves, and that is why it is called the Lonely Mountain.
Oh, quite scary. Very fine story indeed. But do you have a reason for telling this to me?
It is Thorin's opinion that the time has come to reclaim his heritage and retake the arable from the dragon.
Really, how nice for you.
We will march over the Lonely Mountains and through the forest of Mirkwood and retake my heritage, my heritage.
Oh, who's we?
My army and myself, of course.
You have an army.
In there.
Don't you have an army of 13?
Don't say that number!
Sorry.
Terribly unlucky, and I hope to gain the 14th member for that very reason.
Yes, Mr. Baggins. I have recommended you for the journey. Your travel expenses will all be paid for, and your funeral expenses will be covered by us if necessary.
Gandalf recommended a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. Gandalf recommended a burglar, and I trust his expertise on matters such as thieving, theft, and skullduggery.
I hope you meant that as a compliment, Thorin.
Sure, I
In any case, I have recommended Mr. Baggins to you, and I continue to do so.
But just a minute. I am not a burglar.
And for the record, it was you that asked my help in finding you a 14th member for your shrink.
Well, yes, but he shouldn't be more trouble than he's worth.
Well, I am very sorry if I don't meet your
Standards. High standards.
No, I know. Well, I'm very sorry if I don't meet your...
They're getting lower by the
Oh,
minute.
his shield. But if you are quite finished eating my food and drinking my tea, you can go with your 12 people, whatever you call those, and the 13 of you can go and...
Now, Mr. Baggins. Thorin here is being lengthy, as can we all sometimes, but he will learn. The question to you is, do you or do you not wish to go on this adventure?
Well, I don't know.
This is just what I expected. Visible Hobbit.
Rude.
It will be quite an adventure.
In the spirit of reconciliation.
In the spirit of reconciliation, I will recommend you to the team if that's what you choose to do.
Adventure,
Yes.
storm a dragon's lair.
Or finding in a way by stealth. Yes.
Sounds hopeless.
More desperate ventures have succeeded.
When will we be leaving?
Now, hopefully, we're already late after all this dinner, pork pies, eggs, pickles.
You would.
Yes, I did, but everyone else was asking.
Man, maybe I was wrong.
You were?
It happens. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I was misremembering you as one who longed for adventure, my dear. Come on, Thorin. We better get off and find you a 14th for your trip.
This is just typical. Hello.
Thank you. My pleasure. believe it's that is something you do not see every day. Good riddance. What an astonishing nuisance. Imagine storming a dragon's lair.
And still to this day, when they see good fighting at great odds and power against a fury of evil, they say, alas, 'tis Glorfindel and the Balrogs.
Oh, Bilbo, get a grip of yourself.
And with this glorious battle and the perilous ventures those elves have barely begun.
Oh, I know I'm going to regret this probably. No, regret not going even more. Now just hang on a minute. Wait a minute, guys!
Well done, everyone. Burr, how's the fire going?
As well as could be hoped with all this wind and one day of dark cloud.
Okay, try your best. Let's settle in here by the outcrop.
Some adventure this has turned out to be. Nothing but huff and struggle and shiver and starve half to death. Oh, don't know what I was thinking running my house, running out of my door without so much as a pocket handkerchief. What I wouldn't give to be in front of my nice cozy fireplace back home in the Shire. What sort of a hobbit am I? Choosing on purpose to be this cold, this weary, and this hungry.
Weary and hungry is right, Mr. Baggins.
Well, I cannot help but point out that we wouldn't be this weary and hungry if Mr. Baggins had right until Camp O'Toole was us most of our food, our ponies, and almost our lives in the garden.
I was attempting to burgle, which is my commission here, is it not?
Well, yes.
Anyway, I thought it might be elves.
We are no special friends of elves either.
Let us hope your ventures are more profitable in the future, Mr. Baggins.
Fine old equipment. Wait, all this, not even so much as a sword fight. But splash and sword fight, whatever it come. When do we see some real action?
Goblins! It's an ambush! To arms!
Now here's some fun. Lucky me, longing for adventure at last. What a glorious thing. Now I'm just trapped down here. Ugh. I wonder who'll inherit Bag End after I starve to death down here. What's this? Gold ring. How'd that get down here? Pretty thing by the feel. Well, here I am, abandoned, lost, rootless. All but this little dagger between me and a whole entire goblin horde. But at least I found this stupid gold ring. can't possibly get worse. Hope it doesn't get any worse. What if some creature jumps out and gets me? How do I get out of this place? What if I have to use the bathroom? What do I do? What's that? Stay back, whatever you are. I have a dagger. Yes, I do. And if you mean it by me, then you just keep your distance if you please.
What happened to you? Just eating dagger in the air so so lonely here, we sit so and we chat with it. So like riddles?
Riddles?
Yes, riddles.
Yes, riddles, yes. I don't know if I like riddles. Give me a riddle.
Those are popping up. Tongues and trees as roots as no disease.
Oh, mountain, I suppose.
Or this is easy breath. Yes, let's have a contest with us.
A contest. What's the prize in this contest?
Well, if you ask some Greek content, and read us what your friends
Show me the way out of this place?
go out.
Wait, what happens if I ask, or you ask and I can't answer?
Go on then, Oscar.
All right. Do you know any riddles? Oh! 30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
And always run to take themselves, bring me a six. Now, we are sit breath. Cannot be heard, cannot be seen, cannot be felt, cannot be smelt. As under dark hills, behind stars, fills, the empty holes it fills. What is it?
Can't be seen, can't be heard, can't be felt, can't be smelled. And stars. Do you know it? Do you know the answer?
Not cheating!
No, behind stars. Over, I can't imagine. Dark. Very well. A box without hinges, no key nor or lid, yet inside golden treasure is hid. Well, what's the answer? It's not a kettle. It's not a kettle boiling, if that's what you're trying to imitate.
I think it is. Exits from 9 ago and lived in sunlight.
Drat.
Yes, it's it.
But I don't know any more riddles. Do you know a riddle? It's in my pocket.
What?
Right. What have I got in my pocket?
Number riddle!
Well, there's my riddle. What have I got in my pocket?
3 guesses.
Fine, guess away.
Answers?
Nope. That's one guess. Stone! Nope. Wrong again. That's 2. Time's up. Final guess.
True. Nothing.
Both wrong. There, I win.
What has it got in its nasty pockets?
None of your business. Now show me the way out of this place.
Did we say we would process? Yes, we did. Must not be leaving hasty, my lad. Must get something to help with the trip.
Fine, hurry up. I know it was a proper riddle, but I couldn't think of Besides, I don't think he intends to keep his promise. And I didn't want to let him eat me anyway. What's the matter? What's wrong?
What's his nasty gardens? Got in his pockets?
Nothing. Answers are to be guessed, not given.
It's in his pockets. Got in his pockets?
Nothing. Now show me a way out of this place. I'm sorry for whatever you lost, but I really want to find my way out of this place. Are you gonna pounce on me? This ring. It slipped itself in my finger. It's invisible. Door? He's right. How am I going to get my thing past? Pathetic release, like squashing a snail.
You guys are so mean.
Murderer!
Goblin killer.
You attacked us and we defended ourselves.
Hey, shut a minute. I think we're having too much fun here. I say we let him sweat and stew in here. We'll have ourselves a drink and some sleep, and we'll wait till we're fresh in the morning. Then we will decide on the right torture. Yeah! Right!
Darn. There's no other way.
Other ways to do what?
You know what to do. Stop arguing.
What am I supposed to know to do?
The treasure.
They'll kill you.
Thomas comes with your friends.
My treasure to the likes of them?
Our treasure, I thought.
Nobody's treasure if they rot or die in themselves.
Look, you guys are lucky I give some of the treasure to you, let alone scum like them.
We'll be lucky to see the treasure at this rate. Yours, mine, or anybody's.
Oh, here they come.
Hey, you shut up!
We're only talking.
You stupid as can shut up!
Oh, Weepy the dwarf, he gonna go with his wimpy little mushrooms.
Go ahead, you can laugh now.
Okay. I think it's time for Dwarfy Warfies to go little sleepy weepy.
I think I'm sick. I'm not them.
Yeah, me neither.
What you got there?
The usual. Ground bear and Boron Park.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's all for me.
I have an idea.
doesn't mean you can be like this.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't tell you anything.
Bread.
Try to eat some lunch here called stupid days.
Oh, yeah?
A gorp. Who you calling a gorp? I didn't call you a gorp. Yes, you did.
Pitch.
You pidge. A pidge mine? You blink. Don't call who you calling blink. You're a blink. Stop. Who are you calling a thumb? You're a thumb. Hey, I'll give you a thumb. Shame to waste it.
This magic ring is coming very handy.
All right, everybody.
Meet the king, right?
All right, everybody out.
It's not morning already. What kind of stupid goblin game is this?
A Hobbit game, actually, Master Oakenshield.
Mr. Baggins, I'll thank you to not surprise me like that again.
I thought you'd be more happy to see me, Master Oakenshield. I think I have all one key.
One key?
Yes. one
Well, thank you anyway. Where are the weapons?
key. We won't be needing them.
How will we fight our way out of here?
We won't. I know a back door.
A back door? That's for thieves.
Master Oakenshield, there are 100 goblins in this mountain. So which is more important, your bravery or 12 others' lives plus one?
Oh, fine. Just this once.
Blackout.
And so I searched through the caverns until I found the back door, and well, I thought you guys were listening. Ah, there you guys are, and you know, you all know the rest.
We don't know the rest.
Well, whoever this golem is, he sounds possessive.
Well, I didn't finish him off because it was like squashing a live frog. Couldn't bear to do it.
Sounds harmless enough to me. This is Mirkwood. The goblins did us that favor. Still, we have no weapons.
I have my dagger.
Yes, well, besides your dagger and that magic trinket which you wear, both of which have served us quite well, if I'm being honest, we've got nothing. No food, no shelter, no weapons, and nothing that can get us those quickly.
I'd say we're about as bad off as we can get.
Careful, don't say that.
Why not? It's true.
Because when you think things are going to go terribly wrong, they do.
Mr. Baggins, can I have your dagger?
Why?
Because I'm the only warrior here, and that's the only dagger here, so if you give me the dagger, we can fight them off in our last battle.
That won't be necessary.
Who are you?
We are men from Lake Town in the country of Vale. We see you're not goblins after all.
Congratulations on your fine eyesight.
My name is Maxwell. I'm the village chief down in Lake Town. If you tell us your business in our country, we might send you underway.
We're passing through to reclaim my inheritance in the Lonely Mountain.
Inheritance? The Lonely Mountain. Just what is your inheritance there?
I'm the grandson of Thrall, who is king under the mountain. I'm here to reclaim my throne and my kingdom.
King under the mountain.
There's a dragon?
Yes, it's a dragon.
I'm sorry, but we've never seen a dragon. Ever.
Well, he's there, I assure you. My fathers and forefathers saw him. I saw him when I was a boy. He wiped out all our people. He is there, and we are going to reclaim the kingdom.
King under the mountain has returned to me and welcome the help of the men of Lake Town if you would join us on our quest.
What say the men of Lake Town? Is there treasure?
Beyond your imagining.
Well, if there are possibilities of that sort, then we might just become interested.
Just a minute.
What is it for?
If there truly is a dragon under the mountain, he's been sleeping peacefully these many years. What good will come of sending these ragtags off to knock on his door and annoy him?
I see the men of Lake Town are afraid.
Be careful choosing your words, little king. I'm not afraid of myself, but for the children and women of our village. If the dragon thinks we're allies with you, then who will pay that price?
Men build cities which must be pampered. Dwarves build kingdoms, and we are willing to suffer some pain for them.
That's admirable, very admirable, but I think my mere roaming bars gives very good sense. Nonetheless, we will be good hosts. We will offer you shelter here, food, and even weapons. And be inhospitable to send you off into the street with nothing more than your hands and teeth.
Keep your flimsy little man bows, and your little breakable swords, and your weak axes. Blunt stuff only dwarves can make a good axe.
Our leader speaks out of pace. We would be glad to accept your kind offer of food and arms.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm sure we'll meet again.
If you survive your visit to Mountain.
What do you say?
Don't shout, numbskull.
This is the side door, do you remember it?
No, I've never had to use the side door in my day. I was a prince, remember?
Well, now, I would say it's about time we're being burglars or more than 14th share of our currency. If you mean it is my job to go inside there, oh, Master Bopper, may your beard fall off. Well, it only makes sense. You have the invisible trinkets, after all.
And you have had your fair share of good luck on this journey.
Well, I am the burglar. Curse my fate. And I do have a magic ring. Curse my luck. Fine, I'll go. But will someone stand part way to be ready for a cry for help?
Surely I'll stand by.
We'll get our dress here with the equipment. Take care.
I'm touched by your concern.
His concern is sincere, Mr. Baggins. You are being a great help by undertaking this. And we don't expect you to fight the dragon or take the gold yourself. It's just, reconnaissance.
Very well. But storming the dragon slayer is not my expertise. Neither is burglary. Shall we, Bubba? We shall.
Good luck.
idiot pride volunteered to go into this creepy place. Ooh. Oh, goodness. There's a dragon in here, and I'm still visible. Better put the ring on. Ew. I can hear him. He's breathing and sleeping. Very scary. Look at all that treasure, though. No, I shouldn't, but still, I am a burglar after all. What a glorious thing. What a wonderful place this must have been. Thorin and his fathers and kinfolk, filled with music and light, and beautiful jewels like this.
My treasure is taking a float in the air, I see. Welcome, thief. I smell you, and I feel your breath. Oh, come then. There is plenty to spare.
No, thank you, Almighty Smog. I did not come for gifts. I have come from... No. I've come to take a look at you and see if you were as great as tales say. I didn't believe them.
Did you not?
Tales and songs fall utterly short of reality. Oh, mighty Smog, the tremendous...
You have nice manners for a liar and a thief. No, I don't remember smelling you before. You don't smell of human, or elf, or goblin. You have a slight smell of dwarf, and so does everything here. Never have quite burnt the stink of dwarf out of this place. Who are you? Where do you come from? May I ask?
You may indeed. I come from under hills and over hills and under and over many hills. I am he who walks unseen. I am ring bearer and lucky winner, and I was chosen for the lucky number.
Well, I certainly hope you catch a fair price from your employer, whether you steal from here. Come, this is only a small part of my board.
And are you immortal? Oh, invincible one?
Oh, my little thief in the shadows. I ate the warriors of old like many sheep. No such warriors walk pillars today. I was young and tender then. Now I am old and strong. My armor is carved with shields. My teeth are swords. My claws and spears. My wings are hurricanes. My breath is the flame of death.
Is that so? I always thought dragons were self-driving, especially in the region of underbelly and
You
chest.
tire me with your chatter. Farewell for the moment. I will be with your employers.
And who might that be?
The men of Lake Town, of course. See if you can run and warn your friends on the mountainside before I rain fire
Oh, not
breath upon them.
It wasn't Lake Town. Smog. Not Lake Town. Falling Thorn, look out! What happened?
I ran outside 2 more of them, and then we ducked under the tunnel and came right in here to speak to you.
Well done, Mr. Baggins.
Well done, everyone. Wonderful. Wonderful. Everyone back in the tunnel. He may come back soon.
We're trapped. We're trapped. We have to be cold.
Door is locked.
We're trapped in here. Trapped in the dragon's chamber. Blackout.
fire, and the dragon is flying back and forth over us, blasting fire. Forget about it.
Well, I am doing something. I'm waiting.
Waiting for what? There is no time. We've got to leave.
We already did something, Maxwell. I spent nearly all my arrows on its one iron hide, and I only have one left.
Well, shoot it!
One arrow, Maxwell. The men of Lake Town are suffering, and we have one shot. Some dragons have soft skin under their arms or on their chest and stomach. I believe this one does.
How do you know?
I don't, but my hope is that the dragon will come close for one final breath of fire. And it is then that this arrow will come into play.
What if it doesn't come close enough? What if it doesn't even come down? What if it's covered with scales? What if you miss?
Then we'll all die. Look out, Maxwell. It's coming.
Oh, jeez.
Put that down. The treasures of my forefathers should be treated with more respect.
Thorin,
Yes?
at the gate.
What's at the gate?
Dragon? No, an army.
An army of dragons?
No, an army of men. They're drawing up on the plain near the front of the mountain, and there's a party coming up at the gate with a truce flag.
Just wait. I found it. The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain. This was the gem that was valued most by my forefathers.
Wow. Great job. It's not like we're dying.
This is no simple rock. It glows with its own light. Like the ancient Israel is.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, gather round. Get to the gate.
Yes.
Grab your weapons. Hello? Hello down there. Who is it? Show yourselves. Oh, men of Lake Town, are you afraid? Come out and fight, you cowards.
It's a goblin?
I hope not.
Well, where are they?
The worst thing to happen with a truce is when they go back on the truce. But when they don't even come to truce at all, but say they are coming to truce, that is the worst truce. Because it's not a truce.
Are they in there?
We'll see.
Who are you that come armed to the gates of Erebor? This is the kingdom of my forefathers, and I am now Thorin, son of the king, and now king under the mountain.
Hail Thorin. I must say I'm surprised to see you and your friends alive. We've come to parley. Why do you pull yourselves in like a gang of bandits?
We are not the bandits here.
Thorn.
Quiet!
My name is Bard, and by my hand the dragon Smog was destroyed, but not before he destroyed our town. I've been elected the new master of Lake Town, or what is left of it. I come to ask if you've no thought for the suffering and misery of our people.
And so they come for a claim of my treasure?
We are not robbers. We ask for some honest share.
Easy words. As to your claim of my treasure, none of you, no men have any stake in it. You will not, for your weapons and your help, you will be repaid in time, but you will not get 1 penny, not 1 loaf, not 1 blanket, not 1 hefty rock, not 1 dish, not 1 plate, not 1 valuable necklace, not 1 piece of jewelry.
Do you refuse to parley with us?
I will not parley with those who come armed to my gates.
If we came unarmed, would the response be any different? No, it wouldn't. If you refuse to parley with us, we may be forced to enter your gate without your permission.
You underestimate us. We may be small in number, but we are mighty.
The men of Dale are well armed and not afraid. We are desperate. Our home has been destroyed and our children will starve.
Then come fight us. You have not met the dwarves of Erebor.
You have not met the men of Dale.
It is in my memory that in every story there is a set of good guys and bad guys. But now, in my own story, there are 2 sets of good guys about to come into blows. Frankly, it's quite unsettling. Someone ought to do something about it.
There's nothing more to be said.
You force us to take action. Captain?
Yes, sir?
Battle formation, please.
Right, sir.
We declare you foes. Prepare yourself.
So be it.
Bard!
Who said that?
Me.
Who are you?
My name is Mr. Bilbo Baggins. I do not come from the kingdom under the mountain, nor do I come from Lake Town. I come from Hobbiton in the Shire.
Mr. Baggins, what are you doing?
I have something to offer for the lake men. Maybe this will change your mind.
What are you doing with that?
Thorn, the Arkenstone. I choose it, as I am allowed to as my share of the treasure of Erebor.
You are a
And
thief
now
and a
I
liar.
offer it to Bard and the Lakemen.
By Durin's beard, you are a traitor. A backstabbing, lying little hobbit from the Shire who has to run out of this hole and has to be convinced that there's something more he can fight for.
The last part's true. Well, the last part's true. But furthermore, I offered the rock to you. It is of more worth to you than to them.
Well done, Mr. Baggins.
Gandalf!
I told them there was more about you than they might.
Gandalf, can you stop this fighting?
You are doing a fine job without me, Bill. I've come quickly as I could. The necromancer has been driven away, but there is more trouble afoot. Will you listen to this hobbit and the men of Lake Town?
No, you betrayed me. All of you betrayed me. You've all turned against me.
You are not cutting a very splendid figure of king under the mountain, Thorin Oakenshield. You have still some chance to relent.
No, not to you, not to hobbits, not to traitors, and not to men. None of you shall get your hands on my treasure.
The dragon wouldn't have said it differently. Bard. My name is Gandalf, And while I have little stake in preventing this battle, I have no stake in the treasure hoard. Will you put your claim aside for, as opposed to being in blows with other creatures of goodwill?
Our claim is just. We will not lie down like cowards.
You have made your decisions, both of you. Prepare yourselves. You have turned your weapons on each other and your backs on your true enemies. The goblins have followed from Mirkwood with an army as large as yours. They want vengeance for their dead king.
No matter it be goblin, human, elf, or hobbit, none of you shall take my treasure.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh. Over here, more wounded. What are you? Goblin or dwarf? Neither. Thanks. Hobbit. Oh yes, I've heard of you. The halfling they call you. Halfling? Was there a battle? I would say so. Anybody win? Well, we still have the field, and some of the goblins are in disorder, so I would say we won. Dwarves still alive? A few.
It's in bad shape.
The leader's in bad shape. Lord?
Stiff neck.
The stiff neck and neck. The word is wounded? Badly. Take me to him. Easy, little man. Let's come in this way.
No further, no further.
There's help just over here.
No, help the wounded that can be saved.
You're not so badly hurt, are you?
Master Baggins.
It's not your loss.
Just a bump on the head. Like you once more.
We are
Yes?
glad to see you well, Mr. Baggins.
Are any of the others here? Some of them are hurt and some are gone. Ooh.
Peely, Dora went down to find them Thorin.
And Balin.
Mr. Baggins.
Yes. Don't try to talk.
Mr. Baggins, Gandalf the wizard has taken my apologies. Bard the bowman has forgiven me. Will you forgive me?
Of course, but it's me who should ask to forgive. I was the one who stole the Arkenstone and made the whole mess of it. All in good.
All in good faith, Mr. Baggins. I have reclaimed my inheritance, and the men of Lake Town will be repaid and the town rebuilt. Perhaps my kinsmen will be more generous than I. I hope we can part in friendship, and I take back my words at the gates of Erebor.
This is a bitter adventure and a sad ending.
Take comfort, Mr. Baggins. If more people valued home and food rather than gold and glory, as you do, the world would be a... Farewell, Mr. Baggins.
Farewell. Remember the man.
Farewell. Farewell. Will you help us?
Of course. And so, in spite of my efforts
You've more than earned your payment.
I understand, Mr. Baggins. I truthfully understand, but we like to give you something for all that you've done.
You're very kind. But the only thing I'll settle for is St. Patrick's home into the Shire. If that can be arranged.
Well, as to getting back home to the Shire, I'm going that way, and the men of Lake Town can give us escorts. We shouldn't have too much trouble, though there will be more adventure yet, Mr. Baggins.
But the dragon has been defeated.
True.
And the goblins are gone.
Also true, for the moment. But there are more goblins in fierce battles in the south. And a new evil is rising north.
Oh,
You don't really think that the whole of Middle Earth just has one or two little problems, do you?
oh dear!
The world is wider than you can ever imagine, my dear Bilbo. Your adventures, I'm afraid, is only a small part of the whole vast story. Shall we get underway? Now, about that magic ring of yours.
Oh yes. Well, actually, I was in a cave, and then this creepy slime guy was using it instead.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us at the Jesters tonight. Your server will be around shortly to present you with your coin tab. Thank you, and have a safe drive home.
You too.
Playing an organ.
Take